I was one of those weird kids that always wanted to be a writer. So I was 8 years old, I remember thinking I'm going to be a writer when I grow up. And I was a dreadful poet first, and then a truly dreadful journalist. And I was at university and revising for my finals and listening to the Radio 4 plays. And I think, oh God, I'm sure I could do that. So I did what none of you should ever do, is know nothing about script writing at all, and just wrote this 30-minute play in my own little format. And about 6 months later, the BBC said, yep, thank you, we'll have that, and gave me £300, which was, and that changed my life really. I thought, wow, something I enjoyed doing so much, you could actually get paid to do. So that's how I started. Then I went to the National Film School, the National Film and Television School now, and then I didn't eat for about 5 years. And then I started properly on EastEnders.
Great. Okay. So, I mean, what did you? Who did you meet? What happened at EastEnders?
Yeah, it was an interesting thing. As we left film school, my friends sort of fanned out to the business, and one director friend was working at Elstree on EastEnders, and I met him for a pint, and he said, "These scripts are terrible, you know." But the weird thing is, this is a shameful secret. When we were at film school, the thought of writing television was appalling, really. The thought of writing a soap opera was, you know, criminal offence, really. And so even though I was on the dole, I'm completely skint. There was part of me that said, EastEnders, really? And I'm blush now to say that, because it. And anyway, this director said, send your stuff in. Sent it in. Here's another a good bit of advice is that I sent in a spec film script I'd written, which, you know, now looking back, I think the first page cost about £1 million, I think. But it was a good enough example of my writing to get me the interview, to get me the first episode. You know, it's always that foot in the door moment, isn't it? So that's how I started. They gave me one episode, that went okay, and in the end I was there for 3 years, I think, and I learnt a lot there. You know, if film school was the theory, EastEnders was like the practical for me, and just hearing actors say your lines and also psychologically seeing your name on telly. I know it sounds silly, but finally I could tell my parents I am a real writer. You know,